Hi, this is Dr. Stephen with Outclick Magazine. We have an exciting show coming to our own Broward Center for the Performing Arts. It will be here February 8th through February 20th, 2022, called Ain't Too Proud. It is the story of the Temptations. Today, we want to bring to you Nick Drake, one of the parts of the show and the performers. Nick, welcome to today's program.
Hey, how are you?
Good, good. Nick, we're so excited. What a fabulous show this is going to be. Before we get to the show, we want to remind everyone February 8th through the 20th, 2022, here at the Broward Center for the Performing Arts. Their website is browardcenter.org. Before we get started, we want everybody to get on and get their ticket information so
Yes.
they can come see the show. But tell us about you a little bit before we get there. Tell us a little bit what you want people to know about Nick Drake.
All right. Well, if you know the name Nick Drake, you might know the folk singer. Back in the day, he made an album named Pink Moon. But I'm here to say that I'm the new Nick Drake. I am 24 years old. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. Um, and yeah, I am the dance captain slash swing number one in Ain't Too Proud, the musical Life and Times of Temptations.
All right. So the name obviously gives the show away,
Right.
but tell us about the show. This is fascinating. Tell us about their journey,
Yes.
some of the struggles they had, but tell us
Yes.
about the show, Nick, for somebody who maybe has not heard anything about it and why they want to come see it because it sounds really awesome.
Well, when you come to see our show, you're going to feel nostalgia that you've never felt before, especially if you are someone who grew up with the Temptations music. But for someone my age, I grew up with the Temptations just by my family playing music by them all the time when I was growing up. But the show specifically, it is shown through the eyes of Otis Williams, and Otis Williams takes us on a journey about how the Temptations got made, where he started, how he felt this godly presence saying, "Oh my goodness, I need to sing for a living." And then he decided to build a new group. Um, and it is so heart wrenching, but so fun at the same time. And it's in this incredible musical version with all the songs you know and love. My Girl's in there, Get Ready is in there, Losing You, Ain't Too Proud, of course, has to be in there. It's just a beautiful show, and it's an incredible way of getting an insight about so many people that we grew up and loved
Mm.
and got to know.
Yeah, I'm sure this is one of those shows you go and there'll be songs you'll hear over and over, and you'll think, "Oh my gosh, that was that song, and that was that
Right.
song, and that was that song, and that was that song." And what's some of your favorite songs from the show, Nick?
I love For Once in My Life. It is one. It's like slowed down. It's so vulnerable and gentle. And Paul Williams sings it, and or Paul Williams, James T. Lane is a Broadway vet, a visionary for Black artists in the musical theater realm. Um, for Once in My Life is so special. Cloud Nine is so fun. It is the dance number of the show for me. It's so fun to dance. It's so high energy. The singing that's happening in it is so crazy. And what else? I think there's one. Get Ready is so fun. Who doesn't like Get Ready? Like
Mm,
it's a jam that we all know and love.
mm. We're gonna put up the website.
Yes, yes, yes.
So we've got two websites. One is the one for the actual show that's on tour. People can get on there and look, read some more information about it.
Yes.
It's been touring around North Carolina, Florida. Looks like it's going to be in Georgia. There's lots of opportunities around the country. You're going to see lots of exciting
Oh my goodness.
cities
It's been
uh,
incredible so far.
around the country. It's coming up here in Fort Lauderdale. You're going to be in Buffalo, Maryland, Fort Myers, Cincinnati. I'm from Lexington. You're going to be about an hour
Okay.
and a half from Lexington, where I was. If you get a chance to run down to the Bluegrass State and taste
I
some
love
bourbon
Lexington.
when you're down there. Yeah, yeah. Now, tell us, is there anything on the website you want Chandler to click on?
If you want to see the beautiful cast before
Okay,
actually seeing them in person and seeing what they look like out of it, if you go to the company, you'll
okay.
see, and you can get to look at everyone's headshots and beautiful pictures. You can click to get to know them. So, say if I wanted to know Jalen Harris, who plays our Eddie, you just click on that, and they'll give you a gorgeous bio of everything he has done before, who he was, and we have so many superstars packed in this show. Um, Jalen Harris, he's been on American Idol. He's incredible. James T. Lane, I said, is literally a Broadway vet. We love him. Elijah Maud Lewis, Marcus Paul, James. Like we just have so many incredible, talented people. And then for me, this is my first national tour. So this is the first time people around the country get to see my face, which is really fun.
This is also no small cast. I foresee some big company productions in this, big company
Hmm.
numbers. I love it. Now, this is my favorite parts of the show when the whole company comes out and sings.
Yes, the finale. The finale is probably the most fun that you will ever have. It's like
Yeah.
it's the most fun you'll ever have. Standing up and watching them is really really great too. You
And do
feel
you have? Go ahead.
I'm sorry, you just feel the energy. You can tell how much they love doing the show. It's so incredible.
Do you have any fun facts or connections with the Temptations? Maybe you want to share with us?
I do. My dad is also a singer, and my
Okay.
dad works with Lenny Klinger, who was his manager, and still is his manager. But they both used to sing backup for the Temptations. And my dad used to hang out with Dennis Edwards all the time, is what he told me. And he said, "Oh, you cover Dennis?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." He's like, "Oh, that's my friend. Just tell him." But yeah, that was a really cool connection to get to know that I have a somewhat of a connection to them. And also one of my friends is Eddie Kendricks's niece, like great niece or something. So funny.
I always want to know from people what's it like that split second when you're on stage before the curtain goes up. What does
Ooh,
it feel like emotionally when you know there's no turning back? What's
right.
it feel like? That's always what, when I'm sitting on the other side of the curtain, I always want to know, what does that split second feel like?
It's the last second for me personally, it's the last second I get to be Nick Drake.
Mhm.
And it's the first second that I get to do such an amazing thing, to embody someone that didn't grow up like me, and I have to tell the story the way that they would tell it.
Mm.
So you have so much nerves because all of a sudden you just let go of who you are, and you're like, I got a job to do, and it's to play this person. And every single time, whether however it goes, it is always an improvement.
Mm.
So it's an incredible feeling. It's chilling sometimes. And as a swing, I never know when I'm actually going to go on. So I went on in Charlotte, and I had like an hour's notice. And then all of a sudden I was like, okay, it is time. And right when that curtain went up and I made my first scene, I was like, oh, I got this. I'm ready to do it.
Mm.
So it's an incredible feeling.
Yeah. I would say so. It's something awesome and so unique that so few people ever get to experience. When
Right.
we went to see the prom, when it was at the Broward
Yes.
Center, we were front row center. I mean, exactly front row center. We could have, I think I turned the pages for one of for the director. I think at one point I was turning pages for him. I can't remember. But that feeling of being that close and thinking, wow, is this what it's like to be like almost on stage
Right.
was an absolute thrill and amazing. Yes.
And theater right now specifically is probably the most electrifying thing to watch, because we actors couldn't do it for so long. So they're going to give you their all no matter what, because we get to perform again, which is really great.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're so glad to have you back and have everything back. I'm going to ask Chandler to pull up the Broward Center's website for the
Yes.
performing arts. And again, they are browardcenter.org. Coming up February 8th through the 20th. Nick, you've been so much fun to talk to you. I feel like we could talk for another hour. Uh,
Yes.
is there anything else you want to share with people about the show or about yourself or what's coming or about the Temptations in general? There's just so much. Anything else you want to share and let us know?
All I will say is get ready for the time of your life. You are gonna feel something that you've never felt before, and it's gonna be incredible. It's gonna be electrifying. You're gonna want to jump out of your seat. You're gonna want to shout. You're gonna say something. You're gonna want to yell, and we love it. I'm gonna tell you right now, we love it. So we give you energy, and we expect it back. So
Hmm.
it'll be a give and take, and we're excited.
Well, I think after the last 2 years of what people have been through and closed up and whatever, I think, frankly, we all deserve it. So bring it on.
Exactly. Let's do it. Let's have some fun. Let's get
Yes.
back in the theater. It's going to be so incredible. The show is so incredible.
And having been to the Broward Center, they work very, very hard in making everything clean, safe,
Incredible.
sanitary, masks required. They require your vaccination card.
Hmm.
They have all the protocols down to an exact science, and I cannot brag enough on the Broward Center. Their efforts. They also do Parker Playhouse, Aventura Arts and Culture Center, and some others. And they are definitely leading the pack in protocols and making sure everything is down to an exact science and detailed, and making sure everyone is safe, from ushers to those of us attending to the people behind the curtain and behind the shows. Can't brag on the Broward Center enough.
Well, we love them. We love them for that.
Yes, very much so. So the musical site is Ain't Too Proud. Ain't2proud.com is up there. Ain't2proudmusical.com, excuse me.
Yes.
And the challenge you can put up browardcenter.org is the information for that. For ticket information, you go to browardcenter.org. It'll be on their homepage.
Perfect.
Perfect. All right, everyone. There is their Instagram, Twitter, and as I say, toucans on a string, or carrier pigeon these days, as we're all working from home.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we look forward to it coming up. And Nick, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It was a
Yeah.
pleasure. Thank
We
you.
look
Thank you.
we look forward to it. And of course, we are outclick.com, OUTCLIQUE. Always pick a name people can pronounce and spell if you're going to pick a company.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody, please go out and see Ain't Too Proud. You deserve it. You deserve some good time out, some good singing, and have a great night. All right, stay safe, and we look forward to more great things to come. Thanks, Nick. Have a great evening.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.